focus on real learning. So far as literary text, Shakespeare drama, and more specifically Merchant of Venice is concerned, students, it is a must to know the background. Now, what is the background? As earlier I discussed it with you, we discussed Elizabethan drama and Elizabethan England. Now, in this series, in this context, the next significant point is the biographical sketch of Shakespeare. Now, when we talk about biographical sketch, it is not just confined to say he was born in this year and these are certain events and all that. Now, what is the reason? And that's why I quoted Francis Bacon. There is an answer in Francis Bacon's quotation. And Francis Bacon, what is the reason that I quoted Francis Bacon? Because Francis Bacon, he hails from era of Renaissance. It's contemporary, but he is an eminent essayist and is regarded as the father of English essays. And at that time, he must have in his mind dramas and literary pieces, and that's why he wrote that dramas and literary pieces, they are meant for the delight, ornament, and the ability. This is the answer of biographical sketch and background and the literary text that we are going to study. Now, as I have just told you, delight, as you know, it is sort of an entertainment and healthy entertainment that we discussed that day. Then we have ornament. Now, what is the purpose of ornament? You wear just to make you more beautiful. And beautiful, inner beauty as well. This is what exactly here means. Ornament through virtues, good qualities. If you wear it, shaping the character. So, biographical sketch, what is the significance of studying biographical sketch? That is ability. Ability is development of that skill, virtue, quality in you, the merit. And here in this context, as I just mentioned the word biographical sketch or something about that eminent literary figure, signature, the point is that Shakespeare, this is shaping the character, personality of one of the greatest dramatists. Now, what are those events that shape his personality, that play vital role in the whole screen of English drama? So, as you know, the point now, repetition is a literary device. I reiterate, several times that he was born in 1564 and see then the final time 1664. So this is 1616, 1564 to 1660, 1616, mind you. And therefore, this is not suffice. What is first and foremost point? His parentage. See his name of his father, John Shakespeare. He is from very noble, gentle family. And his father, he hails from, farmer's family. His mother, Mary Auden, and she is also from very reputed family. And what is the birthplace? Yes, Stratford-on-Avon. This is a sort of town. So this is important parentage of William Shakespeare. John Shakespeare, Mary Auden. And what kind of family background? Farmer. Now, students, what is significant here? Just to know that, William Shakespeare, he hails from a farmer's family. And he has reached the zenith of success in the whole range of English drama. So, this is what are those events, incidents that build his character, personality. And see, in the beginning, he went to free grammar school. And there, famous sentence that there he studied, less Latin and little Greek, or we can say little Greek and less Latin. That's what. And he stayed there for say for 5 to 6 years, or say from age of 7 to 14, more than that. I mean. Now this is the period. After that, what is more significant, that particular period when his father, though he is from, I would always use simple present tense because these immortal figures, he is from farmer's family and he was a corn trader also. But Shakespeare, as a child, he always helped his father in farming and all these tasks, harvesting and all that. But his father had to face some misfortune. And that's why Shakespeare, he was compelled to leave the school. And in that tender age, can you believe? He was compelled to do some ordinary jobs. Like, he was even an apprentice in some butcher's, say, place, and he was, that was the, misfortune that he had to face. And then he was apprenticed to his father as well. And then he did the job of schoolmaster in this adolescent age. And he earned money at that time. But he had always aspiration. What? The fulfillment of his dramatic aspiration, dramatic skills, theatrical skills. And the important year in his life is 1586. And according to some critics, maybe some variation, 1585. But this is the important year or session, we can say, that he left this town and arrived in London. And 1586, very, very significant. Why? Because there, see, can you believe that in the beginning, just now, what is the purpose of living? Fulfillment of his dramatic aspiration. Because he has remarkable potential. He, he has an inner urge to write and even to perform on the stage. So this is the purpose. But when he left this town, there, he was so diligent, so hardworking, that even he used to wait outside the playhouses, and there, what is the, he began his career with what? Just holding the horses over there. Then he was, working somewhere in the printing house, and then he worked even with some, attorney. And these experiences he shared in his dramas. So see, this is the building and shaping of Shakespeare. And just before becoming an eminent signature, such a great dramatist, he started his career just holding horses outside the playhouse, and he worked with some players also. So this is very, very important time in his period in which building the character and personality of Shakespeare. And yes, in the beginning, he had, share in Globe Theatre. He used to be, partner in Globe Theatre. But later on, he became a proprietor and owner of Globe Theatre. But as we have, another important event in which misfortune again he had to face. And though he was very diligent, and nowadays as we have this COVID-19, and people, they have been facing this issue of coronavirus and all that. That day in Shakespearean time, see, 1592, even at that time, they faced this misfortune. They faced epidemic. This epidemic was plague at that time. And due to this epidemic, plague, Globe theaters, other theaters, according to critics, and this is actually written in his biographies and all that. This was closed for a certain period, 92-93 period. But Shakespeare, he never lost his confidence. And through his hard work, through his diligence, through perseverance, again he got success in that. He will continue.